Ciao a tutti, Marco here, Winexclub sommelier, and today we are at Kamarás Winery in the Matra region, just 20 kilometers from Budapest, right at the edge of the region. Let's go inside and start to have the tasting.
Ciao Marco,
Ciao,
nice
Yuri.
to have you here. Come inside.
Let's go! We came inside, little bit warmer, and now we can start our conversation with Yuri, co-winemaker and marketing director of the winery. So let's start with something easy. Just tell us something about the winery, tell us something about you.
So the winery really is I know it's a phrase that everyone is supposed to say a lot, but it really is a family winery. All the roles really shared between the four of us. Obviously my father is the main winemaker. He has the greatest knowledge about wine, he also has a great knowledge of grapes. So he's the leader in the wine, so not just with the wine but with the grapes too.
Okay. So in the vineyard
yes,
as well,
yes,
he
yes.
supervise everything.
Yes, yes. My mother is the one who take care of sales. He worked in sales before, so he really has this experience. My brother pretty much helps with everyone, so whoever needs some extra help, he's the one who supports us. And then you already said that my main role is the marketing, and I also help my father with the wines.
Great, great. So basically it's the four of you, it's the Kamarás family, and you share all the jobs and all the roles. But stop. Okay, stop everything. Let's start again. We have empty glasses. How can we start an interview with empty glasses? Okay, let's go. No worries. Thank you very much. And of course we will talk soon about this beautiful bottle and this beautiful wine. Family and winery. There are a lot of responsibilities, there are a lot of decisions to make. And when you have differences, how do you try to sort them out? How do you talk to each other?
I think it's the hardest when you have your family as your work partners, because when there is a conflict, when there is different point of views, it's so much harder to decide who has the right to say something. So I think with the wine, my father is the one who says the last word.
Okay.
But I think I was convincing enough that with the brand image and with the marketing, I pretty much got a full overview of it, and I can do whatever feels that's right. I remember before we came out with our wines, and before the first couple wines came out, I had this idea with Téboly, which means madness in English, with the label and everything. And I remember how my parents said, no, we can't do this, you shouldn't do this, people won't like the label, they will feel that it's like aggressive, or they will feel that it's something that, I don't know, they're not gonna want it. But at the end, luckily I was right. People started to like the label, started to like the name and everything, and right now it's the main wine of our winery.
As I said in the beginning, and as you explained me as well, we are in the Matra region. Technically, yes, technically. We are in the Matra wine region, even though we are 20 kilometers from Budapest. So very close, but very far from the usual Matra positioning. What made you decide to come here and to make wines here?
To be honest, I think no one in their right mind would choose Magyar Road for their location to start a wine business. But my father inherited this half of the vineyard from their great grandparent.
Okay, yes.
So it was an inherited vineyard, and then he also bought another 2.5 acres.
Yes.
So that's how we ended up with 5 acres here in Magyaród. And then we needed to decide that, okay, what we're gonna do now? And then my grandparent was also making wine, but not with bottled wine. And then we decided that we need to take the next step in order to be able to manage these 5 acres and everything. So we decided that we really want to do quality wine that we can put in a beautiful bottle with a beautiful label, and that's the only route that we can follow. Because I told my parents that I think only making a grape to sell it, it's nothing fun. You don't create
absolutely.
Everything.
Yeah.
So with this, you really feel that you created something, and that's what makes me happy.
Nice. This is all about what is wine, the joy of creating from a fruit to this. Great, amazing. And so, yeah, Magyaród. Anyway, that's where the little village where we are right now, Magyaród.
Yeah, we have so many fun stories when someone asks us like, hey, where did you come from? Your wines are so good. And we say Magyaród. And they look at us like, what? Like Magyaród has vineyards. And then we need to have this 5 to 10 minutes discussion to end up like, yeah, there is a vineyard, we are in the Matra and everything.
Beautiful, beautiful. Respect even the borders of Matra. All the wine in Matra are amazing, even in Magyaród, especially in Magyaród.
Yeah.
As we can see here, we have more or less all of your wines. And what caught my attention also is that basically what you put on the label is not simply the grape, but you have very interesting names. You added some soul to the wines. For example, your rosé is Cherchez la Femme, you have Mondaine, Téboly, of course. So what's the concept behind giving names to your wines?
So when we talked about this before we came out everything, I told my parents that I really feel that like wine triggers so many emotions, and there are so many stories connected to wine, like stories with a loved one, with a brother, with a friend, and I really wanted the wine itself connect to that feeling. So when you think about I don't know about a perfume, all they do is they try to like sell you ads that trigger emotions. And I never understood that why wineries doesn't do this, because wine triggers so many emotions, and there are so many stories connected to wine. So I told my parents that like we really have to like put these emotions, put these stories and everything on the label, in the names and in the digital marketing and everything.
That's the essence of wine. It's beautiful. Can I pour myself?
Yeah, of course.
I pour myself a little bit more. I'm distracting you. Yeah, very nice, and I still keep drinking. This is what wine is all about, I think. It's not like other alcoholic drinks. Wine has a story. Wine is alive. Wine has a lot to say. It's not like, of course, it's amazing and you want to drink it, and probably you will get drunk with it. But you need to understand that there is behind this, there is you. There is the label, there is the story, there is life. Wine is a living thing. Before I met you, the way I discovered your winery was through Téboly. And because of course, as you said, the branding is also important, the image of the wine, the name of the wine is also important. And of course, when you see a label like this, you are like, wow, and what's inside? It's beautiful, I want to know more, and I want to know as well how it tastes, what's inside. So we talk now about Téboly, the main, let's say, we can call it the main character of the winery.
Yeah, I think so.
So what does this wine represent for Kamarás?
I actually read this word, Téboly, in a book, and it somehow really caught my attention. And then when we were talking about the names and everything, I told my parents that this word really explains that 10-year journey that we did as a family since my father inherited the vineyard until it ended up in the bottle. So that whole journey was a whole madness, a whole Téboly, and I think it really represents our winery, our image and everything.
Beautiful, beautiful. And there was something I wanted to ask you about this. Oh yeah, which book?
It's a Márai Sándor book.
Oh.
It's his complete diary, I would say.
Nice.
And yeah, he used this word a couple times and it just started to tick in my head.
I love Márai Sándor as well because he wrote his a Boros könyv.
Yes.
He wrote that one, and also he lived in Italy and he wrote also books in Italian.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Great. We covered this a bit, because as the labels, and if you see Kamarás social media, you will see the attention on the photography, the attention on the art side behind the wine. So for you, how important is the presentation before actually tasting the wine?
When we first started to think where we're gonna sell this wine, how we're gonna sell this wine, my first thought was we really could try to make a living thing with social media that would lead people to our website. And if they like the website, eventually they will try our wines and purchase digital. I think for Hungarian people, they really have this idea of you can only buy wines in a wine store, in a wine boutique or something, because they love to touch the label, they love to touch the bottle. So I wanted them to feel through social media that they touching it, they feeling it and everything. So if you can trigger this feeling, maybe you can reach them through the digital part too.
So touching the feeling, this you can do it even through the digital world. Now we are in a age where really you can barely even recognize what's digital, what's coming from the internet, and what's actually real. And I think you have the best approach doing this, because it's through something real to something good. So well done.
Thank you.
If you check your website, Kamarás Winery is described as a boutique winery. Could you explain us a bit more about the definition of boutique winery?
So I think in our perspective, this boutique word means that you have an exceptional quality in a small number. Some of our wines are only bottled for 500 to 1,000 bottles, and it also means that all the different steps from the grape until this, it's in our hand. It goes through completely with our touch, with our decisions and everything. So I think boutique somehow represents this.
Beautiful. Hungarian wineries, Hungarian winemaking has, if I have to think about a word, I have to think about tradition. This is how most of the people I meet, the winemakers, they talk about tradition. On the other side, you have your tradition as well, as you inherited the winery through your grandparents, but you have this eye into the future. And we need the future because we need new people to buy, to drink wine. So what do you think for Kamarás wine is the best approach to get to younger generation, to get younger people into wine?
We also discussed this with my parents, and I told them that doing great wine is literally the step zero. Great wine is everywhere in Hungary. Like, you can buy incredible wines from like 5 to 10 euros, like really great value wines. But it's not gonna be enough that I put this wine here, take a photo, and then put it on social media. Because younger people are so, they spend their whole time a lot of time in the digital space, and they want the exceptional, they want the extraordinary, they want something. You have 1 second to catch their attention, and if you miss that 1 second, you miss someone who purchased your wines. So I think that's why it's really important to put this digital presence next to the tradition, next to the traditional winemaking and everything.
It's good to hear this from you, because we need it. We need young people from the side of the winemakers, and we need young people to drink wine, because unfortunately I look young, but I'm not young anymore. So we need you, younger people, to drink wine, because it's not something that you drink to faint on the street in Király utca. It's something that you drink because it has a lot of history, it has a lot of value, it's something amazing that it's a travel. It's a trip that you take with the wine, with the winemaker. It's a whole story. You need to understand this. As you know, AI is becoming part of our daily life, of our daily routine. And we are trying to find this bridge to connect people to the winemakers and to their wine through AI. Do you think that at some point in the very close future we will be able to suggest wines through the help of AI?
So there was a TikTok video that I saw recently where a homeowner has this wine cellar under his home. He has this AI tablet implemented to the wine cellar, and when he goes to this tablet, he tells the AI, hey, I'm gonna have this dinner today, my friend's coming over, we are doing steak and everything, recommend me a wine from my wine cellar, from the $50 to $100 range that matches the dinner vibe. And then the AI tells him, hey, go there, choose that wine. It was incredible. And I think this part of implementation of AI gonna help so much to get people know more about wine, more about the winemaker, more about the value, the taste, the smell, everything.
And not only in your personal cellar, wherever you go, restaurants, shops, or even if you want to have a little look by yourself, we will come and we will help you. We are coming for you with beautiful wines. Thank you very much, Yuri, for this for taking the time to talk with us. Thank you for the time you dedicated to us.
Thank you. Cheers.
Egészségedre. Winexclub. Ciao.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe hit the bell, and I'll see you in the next video.